Let's go live now to our Sky News Washington correspondent Annelise Nielson, who's outside the courthouse. And Annelise, there's been an emotional reaction to protesters. Among protesters there's been quite a mourning.
Laura, it has, and really you can see just the scenes here. These are the protesters who are now taking to the street to march in support of this verdict. This has been a long 11 months here in Minneapolis for the local community. This protest shows just the depth of emotion that's come from what's been a real reckoning for race within the United States. We've got people coming around us now. You can see it's quite calm. The fear was from authorities that if there was a non-guilty verdict, even one of those charges, they would have had violence in the streets, protests. You can see in the streets around us, everything is boarded up. And the downtown is empty but for these protesters. Let's try and give you a sense of what's so important to these protesters, why they're marching, and this is going to continue too with the death of Dante Wright. Excuse me, can I ask, how do you feel?
Well, a little bit of relief, but I know we still have work to do because there still needs to be justice. I'm glad George Floyd got justice today. I'm feeling the energy, and I feel like it's a great day today. But tomorrow, the work still has to continue.
How did you feel when those 3 guilty charges were read out?
I breathed a sigh of relief. I'm not gonna lie. I breathed a sigh of relief because I think this city needed to breathe. Really, I really do. I really do think that that's what had to happen.
And can you explain why this trial was so significant, especially for the African American community?
I think we saw one murder too many. We saw one murder too many, and we said enough is enough, and that's why you saw people get out of the streets the day after he died and have been out in the streets since.
Thank you so much. Laura, local businesses around have shut down. Even I've seen some of the emails that have gone out to people saying why they've shut down. It's because they're too emotional about what this has brought onto this town. Most people wouldn't have heard of Minneapolis before the killing of George Floyd, and it's been a national story. I'll pan around now just to show you this protest, how it's taken over the entire downtown. There's cars following around to honk their horns as well in support, but there's still sentencing to come, the potential for an appeal, especially now with some of the political commentary that's come in. The judge acknowledged that yesterday. The call for a mistrial could be quite likely. So this is certainly not over, but this is a hugely historic day in the United States. This has been almost a year of protesting, rioting, looting in the country, a seismic shift that's really helped bring in a new government, and this is a generational change that we're watching.
Certainly a moment in history there. Annelise live on the streets of Minneapolis.